Today, we will talk about whether Shohei Ohtani can achieve 50 home runs for 3 consecutive years. We will also discuss our expectations from Munetaka Murakami and Kazuma Okamoto for the second half of the season. Let's talk about Shohei Ohtani. This season, Shohei Ohtani opened the season as a two-way player for the first time since transferring to the Dodgers. From the beginning of the season, he performed at a level that would make him a contender for the Cy Young Award as a pitcher. But as a hitter, he fell into a long-term slump, at one point struggling to even get a hit, let alone hit home runs. We have covered those details in previous videos on this channel, so please check those out. Regarding Shohei Ohtani's performance in the second half of the season, I am confident that he will undoubtedly achieve career-high stats. Over the past 2 years since transferring to the Dodgers, he has recorded over 50 home runs as a hitter throughout the season. However, due to his long-term hitting slump this season, his home run count for the first half was 22. In 2024, he recorded 54 home runs. That year, he hit 29 home runs in the first half. And last year, in 2025, he recorded 55 home runs. That year, he hit 32 home runs in the first half. This season, with 22 home runs in the first half, the numbers are inferior compared to his previous first half performances. However, I believe that he will definitely achieve 50 home runs for 3 consecutive years. I speculate that his long-term hitting slump, combined with his efforts to balance Cy Young caliber pitching with recovering from his slump, led to intense training that caused him to hurt his left knee. While this may seem like a negative at first glance, it actually led to the birth of a new hitting style to reduce knee pain. Now, he uses a stance with no tension and swings with no tension, and I get the impression that his contact rate against pitches thrown by pitchers has increased. Therefore, the hits he produced after recovering from his long-term slump can be perceived as an increase in sharp, line drive hits, much like Ichiro. Also, the home runs hit from his swing with no tension include not only towering home runs but also many line drive home runs. In addition, there is an increase in home runs that just barely clear the fence. A home run is not about competing for distance, it is a score once it clears the fence. Therefore, by using a swing with no tension that increases his contact rate, he may not gain as much distance. But with his power, if it clears the fence, even barely, it is a home run, so there is no need for concern. While we cannot expect the home run distance of his past hitting style with this swing, I think it is very good that the probability of showing stable hitting increases. Also, because his contact rate increases, I think the number of hits that barely clear the fence will also increase in the second half. Considering that, although he is heading into the second half with 22 home runs in the first half, isn't it possible to expect that Shohei Ohtani will achieve 50 home runs for 3 consecutive years this season? We cannot take our eyes off the unicorn, who is still developing, in the second half of the season as well. Let's talk about Munetaka Murakami. On July 14, Japan was buzzing with excitement over Munetaka Murakami's participation in the Home Run Derby. He was unfortunately eliminated in the first round with 9 home runs. But the fact that he made his MLB debut this year and was able to participate in the Home Run Derby is a source of pride for Japan. It was shortly after his return from injury, and there was some anxiety. But I think he was able to display his signature hitting just by participating in the MLB Home Run Derby. Fans around the world will come to know of Munetaka Murakami's existence. So although the result was disappointing, I think he was given a great opportunity. Munetaka Murakami hit a timely hit in the game immediately after his return. But as he had been receiving treatment for a long time, one could see that he was struggling with the pitches thrown by MLB pitchers. Since his return from injury was just before the end of the first half, he only played a few games and then participated in the MLB All-Star Home Run Derby. So there were some worries about whether he could hit home runs, but he hit 9, so I think that was good. In the second half, Unlike the first half, I think the pitching staffs of each MLB team will attack hitters very strictly. I would like to see Munetaka Murakami display his ability to hit back firmly even in those situations. Also, he was selected for the MLB All-Star Game this time. And he has appeared in the media more often. He appeared on the ESPN show The Pat McAfee Show, and received a question from host Pat McAfee. Why do Japanese people add san after a name? Munetaka Murakami answered as follows. In Japanese culture, it is customary to add san to people older than you. As Munetaka Murakami also said, in Japan, showing respect to superiors as a matter of etiquette is taken for granted. Age is a person's life history and is highly valued. And it is common to express respect for those even 1 year older by how you address them. It is a culture where you attach san after the name not only for those older than you, but also for those you have just met or those you are not yet close with. I think the delicacy of Japan can be felt even in this way of addressing people. This delicacy is actually utilized in improving baseball techniques. Like Munetaka Murakami, Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and other Japanese players active in MLB all cherish their daily routines and carry out their daily efforts carefully, one by one, without a single error. I perceive this as being connected to the delicacy and accuracy of the continuity of their daily routines in baseball. Because they have lived recognizing that the meticulousness of adding san after a name exists as a matter of course in their culture. The things valued in Japanese culture are very delicate and there are some restrictive parts. But the custom of respecting others based on age and the concept of etiquette are cultures that still remain deeply rooted in the sports world. I thought that the All-Star Game was a very good festival, as topics like Japanese culture came up like this. By being selected for the MLB All-Star Game and being able to participate in the Home Run Derby, I think he was able to appeal the presence of Munetaka Murakami to baseball fans all over the world. So I hope he will mass-produce home runs in the second half and further demonstrate the existence of Munetaka Murakami to fans around the world. Let's talk about Kazuma Okamoto. There is a lot of talk about Munetaka Murakami, but the greatness of Kazuma Okamoto is surely permeating through core baseball fans around the world, including in Toronto. In the first half, he showed a performance that surpassed that of Munetaka Murakami. He is also a right-handed hitter, and is a valuable player, one of only 2 Japanese players alongside Seiya Suzuki. In the first half, Kazuma Okamoto recorded 22 home runs, tying the record held by Shohei Ohtani for the most home runs by a Japanese player in his first year in MLB, and contributed to team victories many times. Manager Schneider also praises Kazuma Okamoto, and he is fully demonstrating his inherent baseball sense since his first year of moving to MLB. Moreover, the first half has just ended, and he will be entering the second half. But he will surely prove the greatness of Kazuma Okamoto even more. After the first half ended, he commented, "MLB is a good place where I can grow myself. There are many areas where I need to grow more than I am now. So I will continue to train daily and play in games so that I can perform well every day." From this comment, we can understand that he is a lump of aspiration. This is something common to members of Samurai Japan. Not being satisfied with the status quo. Even if a storm of praise arises from those around him, that is only the current result. Not something that stabilizes the future. That is why he thoroughly maintains an attitude of refining himself every day. Starting with Shohei Ohtani, Kazuma Okamoto is the same. Members of Samurai Japan do not rest on good results, but try to evolve every day towards the next growth and improvement. That is reflected in Kazuma Okamoto's comments. Like Kazuma Okamoto and Munetaka Murakami, they were sluggers representing NPB. So I think we will see their true potential from here on out. I am looking forward to the success of both players in the second half. That is all for today. Thank you very much.